Tonight on Cougar News, a local resident strives to bring awareness to a deadly disease.
Plus, we take a look at the status of the Santa Clarita Valley's real estate.
And in sports, local high schools continue their run through the playoffs. Cougar News starts now.
Cougar News with Daniela Packram, Maurice McFarland, and sports with Ryan Foote, bringing you news from around the Santa Clarita Valley. It's time for Cougar News.
Hello and welcome to Cougar News. I'm Daniela Packram.
And I'm Maurice McFarland. Here's the latest from the Cougar Newsroom.
A Santa Clarita resident strives to raise awareness about a deadly disease. Jose Garcia has the story.
Pancreatic cancer is not often talked about, but a local Santa Clarita resident has decided to take action and raise awareness and funds for the disease.
Doing the fundraiser for pancreatic cancer during the art walk in November because November is Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month. So the reason I'm doing it obviously is because my mother has pancreatic cancer. You know, somebody has to start, and you know, everybody's pounding their heads up against the walls because you know, nobody wants to put a focus on this cancer. They're seeing it as too deadly, and it's one of those cancers that nobody wants to talk about.
Sabina Fetter, owner of Capelli Salon on Main Street, along with the owner of Main Street Treats, a local bakery, hosted a fundraiser to raise funds and awareness for pancreatic cancer. The fundraiser took place in Capelli Salon. A bake sale with goods provided by Main Street Treats and various raffles were part of the event. Also, purple ribbons were on sale to raise support for the disease. All funds from the event went to PanCan, an organization dedicated to research in pancreatic cancer.
When people are in pain and need to have somebody support them, that's really, really important. And I think there's nothing better than chocolates and cake and sweets, and that's got to be what we got to have to help us get through some pain things. I think it's a great cause. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm standing here.
If you want to know more about pancreatic cancer or donate money, go to the PanCan website at www.pancan.org. Reporting for Cougar News, this is Jose Garcia.
COC's campus-wide ban on smoking has created controversy that doesn't appear to be going away anytime soon. Melissa Newland has a story.
In an effort to promote the health and well-being of all students, staff, and campus visitors, College of the Canyons officials made drastic changes to the smoking policy this past spring. The changes banned smoking on both the Canyon Country and Valencia campuses, forcing smokers to take a trip to the parking lot every time they want to light up. The problem is, most smokers aren't heading to the parking lots and are choosing instead to light up wherever is convenient. The bridges outside Mentry Hall, the grassy area next to the library, even in the old smoking sections near the Honor Grove. I set out to ask these smokers what they thought of the new policy, its impact on the campus, and to try to find out why they weren't smoking in the parking lots.
I think that there's a much larger possibility that they'll get hurt, not from smoking, but from like getting hit by a car when nobody's paying attention and, you know, things like that. So I would actually worry about them.
There are no more ashtrays. People put their cigarette butts anywhere they want now. They smoke wherever they want now. I've only seen maybe like a handful of people even in the parking lots, like smoking out there.
Several students I spoke with, who refused to be on camera, said that there was no place to sit in the parking lot, no shaded or covered areas, and that they were afraid to put their butts in trash cans for fear of starting a fire. One student said he felt like an outcast because of his addiction. At the top of every smoker's list was the fear of getting hit by a reckless driver. It is clear that not everybody is happy with the smoking policy here on campus, especially the smokers. Smokers continue to light up on campus because they want to be able to smoke where they feel safe and comfortable, something the parking lots don't provide. If any student, smoker or non-smoker, is concerned about smoking in the parking lot being a safety issue, please contact the VP of Student Services, Dr. Michael Wilding. You can reach him by email at michael.wilding@canyons.edu or call area code 661-362-3498 to schedule an appointment. For Cougar News, I'm Melissa Newland.
Many homeowners have been affected during this tough economic period. Dave Hall joins us now from the Media Entertainment Arts Edit Suite to tell us whether or not this tough time will improve. Dave?
Thanks, Daniela. Some experts say that the housing market is going to have an upswing. Many homeowners don't think so. Frustrations are at an all-time high. Will this market make a comeback? We'll see.
In my opinion, I think The government made a major mistake when they were basically opening up the floodgates to give homeowners loans with no money down. If you didn't qualify, don't worry about it, we'll get you the loan. It was a major, major problem.
David Hall for Cougar News. Today we'll be talking about the rise and the fall of the Antelope Valley and the Santa Clarita Valley housing market.
The bubble started to basically lose air in 2005, the latter part, in 2006, 7, 8, and here we are in 2009, and we still have a major mess on our hands.
Now, the experts are saying that the housing market in California, in the Santa Clarita Valley, Antelope Valley, and other markets are going to have an upswing in the next year or two. Greg and Gario, father and son duo, who's been in the business for 30 plus years, with 30 plus years of experience, see things a little bit different.
I don't have a crystal ball. I can only suspect, and I think I showed you earlier what they're anticipating basically in the foreclosure market coming down in the next 2 years, and we call it shadow inventory. They're talking about maybe going higher. These poor people that have worked 10, 15, 20 years in their industries, they're getting their pink slips, they're losing their houses, they're losing their cars, they're forced to live in their cars. It's a sad situation. And I don't know when this market's going to turn around. We had a stimulus program. Where is the $729 billion?
I don't like it. It's very frustrating when you are a homeowner and you have a home that is not worth the value that your neighbors are buying them right now because of the foreclosures. As a homeowner, I just have to deal with it, or as so many other people looks like they're doing, is just walk away and hopefully regroup later on in life.
For now, the economy doesn't look so good for current homeowners. We'll have to wait and see if this market makes a strong comeback. Back to you guys in the studio.
Many students are concerned about the availability of classes and possible increase in tuition. I took a look to see if this is a possibility in the future. For the next semester, the admission and records building and staff should be overwhelmed with students trying to register for classes. Classes are very tough to get into, and tuition has increased from $20 to $26 per unit. I interviewed Sue Bozeman to explain why.
The reason that we had that big fee increase this year, which is around 30%, I think, was that the state had a huge budget deficit. The state has, by state law, a certain amount of funding that they have to provide to your K-12 schools and your community colleges. And that means that it's very competitive. And what students need to know is they need to get their, if they're new, they need to get their applications in early, take their assessment tests. They'll be assigned, an appointment for the time when they can register, and most of them want to register online. That's very convenient. And then they need to make that appointment.